Um, Graham, you grew up in New South Wales Labor. I'm wondering how chipper you're feeling at the moment. New South Wales is going to the polls in March. I have to say Premier Dominic Perrottet really looked in real strife, even before he admitted last week he'd dressed up as a Nazi at his 21st birthday party. It seems that someone in the Liberal Party was going to out him if he didn't out himself. What shape do you think his government's looking in right now?
Oh, look, it's a mess, a terrible mess. The divisions are huge. Now, people would expect me to say that because I'm on the other side of politics, but just for once, it's a fact. It's not a political statement. The Liberals in New South Wales are in terrible disarray. Now, Dominic is a friend of mine, and I think he regrets no end what he did when he was a kid. We've all done silly things when we were kids. Mind you, most of us haven't gone to that stage, but we've done things that we wouldn't like to see on the front page of the Telegraph.
Well, I have to say, Michael, what worries me so much is not so much that he, 19 years ago, whatever it is, he dressed up as a Nazi outfit. Appalling though I think that is, and I'm thinking, what kind of, idiot does that? But that he also used to be an out and proud culture war warrior of the Catholic right. I see nothing of that now. This bloke can't even hold a state funeral for George Pell, for goodness sake. And the state seems to be run by Matt Keane. What is so wrong with the Liberals, particularly in New South Wales, but just generally too, that if he loses, there's not a single Liberal government left on the mainland?
No, that's right. Can I say, first of all, I was in Jerusalem 3 days ago, Andrew, and discussed what had happened with a number of people that raised it with me, and you give them the explanation. They're not happy about what he did, but they accept it. They know from contacts in Australia that Perrottet is a very close friend of the Jewish community, and that's been seen by many statements by Jewish community leaders. By the way, the treatment is not the same of all those Teals and their staff members who put out anti-Semitic tweets during the federal election. They seem to have been let off very lightly, but putting that aside, the answer to your question, Andrew, is that the Liberal Party doesn't have a forward-looking agenda. I mean, the Liberal Party, the parliamentary members of the Liberal Party Australia-wide haven't done, in my view, enough thinking about the future. We seem to be just opposed to everything that's happening. We'll be opposed to the Voice, I hope, the Republic, change the flag, which of course would follow the Republic change if that ever happened, etc., etc. Where are the forward-looking policies? I see some very good work being done in relation to what Dan Tehan said today and what Tim Wilson and others have said about home ownership, which is a core brand equity of the Liberal Party. But there aren't enough forward-looking policies, and that's the problem. We're playing defensive all day long.
The fact that you don't even know what their position is on The Voice says everything to me. I'm sorry to wrap up.
Well, I know what many people's positions are, Andrew.
Well, yes. Graham Richardson, Michael Kroger, thank you so much to you both.